Welcome to the Positive Productivity Podcast, episode number 109.
Welcome to Positive Productivity Podcast, where we empower our audience to achieve and appreciate personal and professional success, especially in the face of adversity. Listen in as our guests reveal their stories of challenges and hurdles and how they overcame defeat and became triumphant in their endeavors. Let's get motivated and move forward with your host, Kim Sutton.
It doesn't happen very often, but once in a while I wake up in the morning in a completely horrible, bad mood. It's like a moody bug climbed into my ear during the night and planted a seed of nastiness in my brain. I can't explain it, and I'm sure some of you may be wondering, could it be that time of the month? In full disclosure, most of the time, it's about as far away from that time of the month as it could be. But there's just something, and I can't even explain it, that when my eyes open on those mornings, just about everything I look at can irritate me. Now, again, I do want to say this happens very rarely, and by very rarely, I mean once or twice a year, so maybe it's something to do with the seasons. However, on those mornings, if you have those types of mornings, I want to recommend one course of action to you. Go back to bed. Last year when I was going through a particularly hard time and facing a lot of anxiety and depression, I did a marathon of listening to Abraham Hicks seminars. If you're not familiar, you can go on YouTube and look up Abraham Hicks seminars. And what Abraham Hicks is, just so you know, is that there's a woman named Esther who channels Abraham. If you've listened to any of the past episodes of the Positive Productivity Podcast, I have mentioned, but not gone too much into the fact that I am a Christian. So if you've listened to those episodes, you might be thinking, that's not really in line with Christianity. And you're right, it's not. However, there is good to be learned. Abraham has powerful lessons, including how we need to maintain a positive focus and a positive train of thought if we're going to get to the next level in our lives. However, one of the most important other things that Abraham says is go back to bed. If you're having one of those days that you just can't get out of the funk and you just want to rip everybody's head off, back away slowly. Find a quiet corner if you can't go to bed and meditate. I know you may not be self-employed like I am, and you may have to get up in the morning and hurriedly get ready for work, drop the kids off at school, and drive through rush hour traffic to make sure that you can get there in time. However, if there is any flexibility in your day, I do want to encourage you to just relax. Take a moment, lie back down into bed, close your eyes, and think happy thoughts. Now, sometimes thinking happy thoughts doesn't necessarily help. You may actually need to go back into sleep. And you know that saying that asks, hey, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed? It's true. Maybe you just need to try waking up on the other side of the bed. There's nothing that says that we need to be in a perfectly good mood all the time, but there are actions that we can take to help lift our spirits and make us tolerable to other people, or should I say make other people tolerable to us, when our attitudes just aren't where they need to be. On episode 111 of the Positive Productivity Podcast, which will be my next solo episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how I created I am statements to get through those moments when I can't go back to bed and when life just seems to be handing me trays full of stress. So if going back to bed is not an option for you, I encourage you to tune in for this next episode. Until then, however, go forth and make it a positive and productive day. Hey there, this is Kim Sutton, host of the Positive Productivity Podcast. And I just want to take a quick moment to thank you for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it and were inspired, I would love to hear your feedback. Please take a moment or two and visit the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, or on my website at thekimsutton.com to leave your rating or review. I'd also like to invite you to join the Positive Productivity Book Club and to find out more about my coaching packages by visiting thekimsutton.com. Until the next episode, I hope you have a positive and productive day.